Alright, Cody, what do you have for me today?
I have the new spice, the upcoming best deck of the format, the what I call the Better Crusadia. It's time to take you to school, son, because we're here to play Mathmech. I'm a big fan of this deck. I love synchros, I love tuners, and I like OTKing you, and I like not having to pay attention when you go first because I can just don't care and break your board. So to start off, basically all the monsters are level 4. It's kind of like, not quite level 4 turbo, but kind of like level 4 turbo. So we'll do like a quick rundown of the effects. Nabla is the best card in the deck. I contribute a Cyberse monster, such as any Mathmech from deck, and if it goes to the grave, I can target a Cyberse monster, and the extra monster zone makes 2 attacks on monsters. Multiplication is the second best. You can target 1 level 4 Cyberse, makes it level 8. And you can see why you'll see why that's relevant. And then when it goes to grave, a Cyberse in the extra monster zone attack becomes doubled. So these two are your OTK facilitators, because this makes it itself level 8 or this level 8 irrelevant, and then it makes it level 12. And then when these both go to the grave for that summon, that monster now has double attack and can attack monsters twice, which is very strong and basically your win condition. Supporting cast, 3 edition, special summons itself from the hand by targeting any monster on the field, gives it 1000 attack, but you're locked into Cyberse, which they're all Cyberse. 3 Sigma is the other tuner. This one's kind of less good. This is the one, but this is the one you want to ditch off of mining, because this can special itself if there's no monsters in the extra monster zone. It specials itself from hand or grave, but is banished at the end of the, or banishment leaves the field. So you can ditch this off mining, and then it's like a free card. You don't lose advantage. 3 Balancer Lord is the like non-Mathmech best card. It basically says pay 1000 life points and you get an extra normal summon. And then when it's banished, you can special summon a level 4 or lower monster from your hand, which does come up as a cool combo with it. 3 Gamma Seal, and I hate when people it's called Gamma Seal. I don't care, it's Gamma Seal. 3 of these, it's the lowest kaiju. If there's an under 2k kaiju, I would play that. And there is utility where it is a level 8, so if you open 2, you can kaiju them, special one to your own side, and then use a level 4 tuner and make the level 12 synchro. So that is relevant with the levels. You can play more level 8 kaijus if you want to play a bigger kaiju engine. Double Ash, it's Ash Blossom, it's going second deck. And then 1 Subtraction, 1 Division. This is the same as Addition, except it takes away 1000 from any monster on the field, and special summons itself. And Division is interesting. There is, like I said, a cool combo with it. When you can tribute any Cyberse monster and special summon up to 1 level 4 Cyberse monster from hand and grave. So you don't have to have a target in your hand or grave as long as you have a target in one of them. But it does help, this can be equal a level 12 on its own if you can special summon one from grave and hand, right? So it's not bad. And it's 1500 attack, which is I think the highest attack that any of the level 4s get to. On to spells. This says search anything in your deck. So you play it. I play 3 Super Poly because of my extra deck targets. You'll see it's the best card at breaking boards. So why wouldn't you play it? 3 Instant Fusion. Now this is what not a lot of players who play Mathmech play, but again, you'll see why I play this. It's an extender or a helps break boards, or break negates. Yeah. 3 Cyclone because back row is scary, and maining this is never a bad thing. So 2 Mathmech Equation. This is a monster reborn for any Mathmech, and then it gains 1000 attack. It's pretty strong. Then again, it's an extender, and the 1000 attack can become relevant. Double Desires because drawing is good, and this deck you shouldn't be going past turn 2, so it doesn't matter what you banish. Mathmech Billion Blade Nayuda. Basically, it's a Foolish Burial in damage calculation, and then the monster gains the attack of the sent monster, and the Nabla and Multiplication get their effects when they're sent to the grave. So you can If you don't have access to multiplication for whatever reason, you can equip this to whatever monster is in the extra monster zone. Battle, damage calculation, send the multiplication. The monster will gain multiplication's attack, and then multiplication will activate, giving that monster double attack. Super strong. And then it says if this card's sent from spell and trapped to the grave, you can target one Mathmech card in your grave, add it back to your hand. So for whatever reason you don't kill them, you can recycle advantage. And then the one trap, the options you're going first. This is kind of like the Prank Kids one where you get to synchro or XYZs on your opponent's turn. So it summons them back out from the grave, and then you can do one of the above, and then it shuffles them back into the deck. And it looks really pretty. So,
yeah, it's fucking sick.
Yeah, it looks super nice.
Yeah, actually it's really dope.
That's it for the main.
How many cards?
40. I've been toying around with more. I've been toying around different engines. This is like a very clearly a pure Mathmech. I've realistically gotten the engine down to you really only need this. If you can somehow get, basically your goal is to get out these two, then you're fine, because you're still going to make the level 12 synchro that has attacks twice and double damage.
Cool.
Or sorry, double attack and attacks twice. Like, this is really all you need. The rest is just supporting. So I've been playing around with like breaking it down to this is my Mathmech engine. But we'll see. For now, it's like 20 Mathmech cards. So, you know, we'll get there. Extra deck is super poly targets. And the nice thing about these, they're all level 8. So I can make this, summon one level 4 tuner, and boom, level 12 synchro. Also super poly target, also a instant fuse target, and it's a level 4, which means I can have this, summon multiplication, or have multiplication in any of the level 4 tuners, and make one dragon, or make the level 12 synchro. So there is utility with it. That's not restrict. Again, another instant fuse target. The great thing about this is that I can link Karibo it off, and now link Karibo's a Cyberus, which means I can sacrifice it off a Division or a Nabla. So instant fusion is never really dead, which is great. The other links, Wicked, Devotee, and Disciple. There's a really cool combo. Basically, you can open up any Balancer Lord in any Mathmech, and you can do your combo, because this will basically, without doing it, you just go like Disciple and Devotee out of the 2 synchros, out of the 2 level 4s. You sacrifice this to draw one and shuffle one back. Then this summons 2 tokens. You make a Wicked, and then you basically, it has an effect where you can banish one Cyberus monster from your grave and add any Cyberus tuner to your hand. So you banish the Balancer Lord, and then you search, say, Nabla, and then Balancer Lord has an effect that says when it's banished, you get to summon any level 4 lower monster from hand. So then you summon out your Nabla. It's a really, really, really nice way to get your Mathmech engine going. Play 1 Magma. This is okay. It's a level 8. When you destroy a monster by battle, you can target up to 2 cards, destroy them. It's pretty nice. And then if it's destroyed by battle or card effect, I can add a Mathmech spell or trap from deck to hand. But the pop is nice. It can come up if you're not, if you know you're not going to OTK them. You can just start breaking their board. It's pretty nice. Yeah, we'll get to the last. 1 Lapilation. This is kind of a cool effect where he's kind of like in Gears, where he protects your cards if it would be destroyed by a card effect. Attach material instead. And then you can, when he's summoned, you can attach up to 3 materials from it, then choose that many effects. So you can send 1 random card from hand, 1 monster, and 1 back row. So like the play going first is like you can set Super Factorial with 3 level 4s, and then you can on their turn flip it, special summon this, and then you can send off 1 card from hand, 1 from monster, and 1 back row. So you get to, it's kind of like a mini Trish. Double Alambertian, Alambertian, depending on how to pronounce his name. He's really good in Mathmechs. He's any 2 level 4s, and you can search any Mathmech card from your deck, which is really sweet. His main effect is that he can tribute himself and summon any summon any Mathmech monster from hand or grave that's level 4. So again, you can like search out a Nabla, sacrifice himself, and summon out that Nabla again. The third and fourth effect are really relevant, but it's okay because the third effect, because you can made with up to 2+ materials. So if he's made with 3 level 4s, you can add a level 4 monster from your deck to your hand, which again, and this is irrelevant because you would just use the first effect and search a Mathmech, which are all level 4s. But if you're playing this in a non-Mathmech deck, sure. And then the number 4 is if you make them with 4 materials, you can add any spell trap from your deck to your hand. Again, irrelevant in this because it's a Mathmech card for 2. But this will one day be abused in a deck that is a combo-based deck where it can spew out 4 level 4s, almost like a Rongo deck. And then the big boss that you want to kill people with is this. Final Sigma is a level 12 synchro, 1 tuner, 1 non-tuner, so it's very generic. He's unaffected by card effects except Mathmech cards while in the extra monster zone. So good luck getting over him. When he's in extra monster zone and deals double damage. So you make him with Nabla and multiplication. He's a 6k monster that does double damage that attacks twice. That's why it's busted. And because he's unaffected by cards except Mathmech cards, that's why he can gain the attack. You can equip him with the equip spell. You can boost his attack with addition. So there's definitely, ways to like this. And then even if you don't kill him, you can just sit on this card. It's unaffected by card effects. There's not a lot of decks that can just in one turn spew out a monster that can do above 3k. And then if he is destroyed, you can add any Mathmech card from deck to hand. So depending what card you get, you can kind of just do everything all over again.
And this is all without the new tuner link.
Yes, without needle fiber, which would be broken in this deck. I mean, yes and no, because it's a machine. If it was a Cybers, it'd be fantastic. But yeah, like this, and like you can, like the one nice thing is that like depending on your hand, you can make this as like the 3rd summon. At the very minimum, I think we can do this with the 4th summon, like almost always. So it plays around Nibiru, and even if this is your 5th summon, that doesn't matter because it's unaffected by card effects. So they would just Nibiru themselves. This is the big boss boyo, and he is fantastic. And that's Mathmech. Now I've taken you to school, and next English class.
Okay, where can they find you?
You can follow on Cardboard Cravings. We have a podcast. We have Instagram, Facebook. I don't think we have a Twitter. We don't have a MySpace. We don't even have a Napster, but we do have a Google Hangout. I'm just kidding. We don't have a Google Hangout.
I think we might.
We might actually have a Google Hangout. Check that. But yeah, YouTube is our main thing. Facebook, Instagram. Again, we have a podcast. Listen to it. I'm on the first episode. I tell you how I don't remember how to play traps. But follow Cardboard Cravings for more niche deck profiles. And if you want to get taken to school again, you can come play us in real life at Game Nation.